Okay, welcome to part 6 of our draft installment where we play draft and talk about archetypes. And I'm going to try and get a brand new archetype that we haven't played before. We are shown Deathwish, which we have done before, but we also have Dwarves and Double Cross, both of which are interesting. I think with some of the new with some of the new dwarf changes, specifically Zoltan Warrior, I do like dwarves. I feel like it is a simple archetype and it should be picked by like lots of people who are new to draft, and so for that reason let's go ahead and try and do a demonstration of what this is going to look like. So for Malcolm Forge, the key cards associated with this are the one that you want to pick up anyway is going to be Brewer, the gold Brewer, which is going to buff all the dwarves on the same row that has armor on them. We aren't shown that right now, but we can think about, do we need a lot of specific packages to make that key card work? And it is true, we do need a relatively large group of dwarf cards. Now, if you go full dwarves, you are going to be running low on control. That can be an issue. In other scenarios where you're playing vampires, for example, if you just go pure vampires, you don't care about having no control because you just outpoint everything. With dwarves, it's not necessarily true that you outpoint everything. So I would suggest you take a majority of dwarves and then leave some space open for control options or other themes and thematics. Here we have three kind of unrelated to dwarf key cards. I do like She Who Knows because it fits well with the Malcolm Forge game plan of swarming your own board. Dwarves don't do as much on your opponent's side of the board as they do on their own side of the board. So She Who Knows is a good fit there. The problem with She Who Knows is that she's going to put us into relics, which is sometimes going to... I mean, we don't really want to take other relics, we want to take a lot of dwarves. Feign Death. Again, this is going to introduce elves to us, which we don't want to populate with a lot of elves, we want to just play dwarves. Finally, we can take Alzer, which is not going to block us from getting other dwarves, but it's going to be significantly weaker than She Who Knows in terms of our game plan, because one has got to stay alive, and dwarves generally doesn't have that many engines that can be... I mean, there's some bronze ones, but nothing super major. And then this is good in terms of low commitment. We only need to pick up maybe one, maybe two spell packages. But I feel like She Who Knows is a much better fit in terms of the game plan that we are playing, even though it is going to put relics into our package base. I'm going to suggest taking a She Who Knows here. So this is what dwarves are going to look like. Zoltan is a decent card. It's got resilience, which is very useful in some scenarios. We already have She Who Knows for resilience. So we can build a type of deck that maybe tempos out round 1 and puts resilience on the board. Then Berserker and Skirmisher are just good dwarves overall. On the other hand, we could go for a Glaze. A Glaze is decent in Forge because you can use your leader on a Glaze to make it play for a minimum 9. The problem with that is that it goes super tall. Triss Butterflies is a decent card. We are going to try and get the buff on a Glaze, which might be difficult because Malcolm Forge is a very unit-based deck. So it's not like you can, with 4 cards left in hand, you have 3 specials and a Glaze and Triss Butterflies or something like that, and then you can snipe a Glaze 100% of the time. I think it's going to be much more difficult to get this buff onto a Glaze, which is why I don't love this pre-buff pack, considering that this bronze is also very weak. I think for that reason, and just because I already said that we are going to want to have multiple dwarves in our deck, I think that the dwarf pack is going to be the best for us. Leading is okay. I mean, Arrakis is a good gold standalone, but the other 2 bronzes don't really fit with our game plan. Moving forward, here's the relics that we don't want. This is an interesting package though. 2 Succubus, I mean, you can play this. Play the first Succubus as a 5. And then have this one consume. It's a bit too much. You have to have very specific order and all 3 of those cards in that order. And have none of them be locked. I don't really love it that much. On the other hand, could pick up pre-buff just for value. and carry over in terms of having points in hand. Francis and Smuggler are very good because they are going to generate us points in hand. War Dancer is not great. It's not very reliable. This is probably a card that we're just going to mulligan away all the time, unless it's in our opening hand with these two. The other option is we can take a Fion for a defender. Things that are going to be needed to be defended, potentially a She Who Knows, if we're playing versus Imposter or something like that. Ointment, I'm not a big fan of. Emissary, I mean, it can buff up like something that has resilience that got damaged, so it's not horrible. So for me, it's going to be between pre-buff and defender. Defender can be good if we are planning on keeping our Bruiser alive and we know that our opponent has removal for it. Can also be used to put the battle preparation onto a unit that needs armor, even though we miss out on 2 points from the boost. This is an interesting pack. I don't like that. I mean, Elven War Dancer and Ointment I feel like are equally bad. So, and that I'm going to be trying to throw those cards away. So then we have, would I rather have a Francis and a Smuggler, or a Defender and an Emissary? That's a good question. Defender is very good against specific decks. I think I undervalue Defender. I feel like you can really cut down on value, for example, on a Vampire deck that doesn't have a Purify. I think we will do pretty well with the Defender pick here. Okay, we can take more Dwarves. Again, both of these bronzes are quite good, and Xavier is also quite good. It's going to just be a 1 per turn engine that can't really be stopped by damage. We could also consider going into Madoc. So Madoc is always going to be an alternative to when you want to fill up part of your deck. Sorry. Right now, we are low on removal, so picking up Madoc and 1 bomb pack could be a decent way to get multiple uses of 4 damage bombs. On the other hand, Dwarf synergy is very good. Skirmishers and Berserkers are going to play for around 8 points with some removal, and Xavier is just it comes on the board as a 6-power engine with armor. I don't think that I want to go into Madoc. I think it's going to take up multiple packages. Probably like 2 or 3 Madoc packages is where it becomes best. And I think I would prefer, I think the bronzes are strong enough that I can just fill up maybe 3 more dwarf packages and end up with some sort of other diamond package for value. Perhaps something with removal built in. So I think because of the fact that Madoc is going to fill up too many of our packages with bombs, I mean, each bomb is going to play for a decent amount, so I do have to reconsider that. Deal 4 is pretty important. Okay, what kind of decks does Malcolm Forge struggle against? Probably will struggle versus Imposter because we have a She Who Knows. For that case, we have the Defender. We might struggle against Vampires. And for Vampires, which one of these 2 decks will be more important? Probably the Moondust to kill the Necrats immediately. Against a generic deck that we need to pump out value, are we going to be running out of value? And also, do we have enough Dwarves for our Bruiser to really pay off? It would really help to pick up these Dwarves, but this is an important time in the draft where you have to consider, do you want to pivot into including Madoc? So after this pick, we will have 3 more packages to go because one of these is a key card and one of them is a stratagem. Another thing for game 1, if you're thinning your deck by 2, you can only leave out 2 cards. So Ointment is going to be one of them, and potentially we only can afford 1 other bad card, and we have to play every other card if we do pick up the Madoc pack. I think because Zoltan, we need to hit dwarves with it. I feel like we should probably pick up more dwarves. At least that would make a more realistic kind of deck for people who are watching to be able to more accurately figure out how they're going to do their own deck. So again, don't want to pivot into Death Wish. It's going to take up too many packages. We didn't get the Broover. We got the Gabor, which is also okay. And Kersarin can also be kind of hand buff because you boost the unit in your deck or carryover. But the card itself is not that fantastic. It's going to put you into some weird Witcher packages. So I think I'm just going to stick with Dwarves. And we do have 3 Resilience cards, so we can try and play like that. Wow, we got Madoc again. Alright, so now that we have a decent number of Dwarves, we can consider, do we want an Xavier Minor Guard? So these 2 bronzes are, to me, much less important than the other 2 because they don't provide any removal. So we would be picking a Xavier. This is basically a 6 that gives other stuff armor, but at the moment we don't have anything that really needs armor. Dwarf Berserkers could use more armor, but I don't really... Okay, it's a synergy, yeah. And Markham Guard, it depends on how many dwarves we are going to put on the board. And at the moment, we don't actually have anything that spawns multiple dwarves at the same time, so I think that this Markham Guard is not going to be as strong. I am thinking about picking up a Madoc trio here, even though it is pretty late, because I am satisfied with the number of dwarves that we have, and the type of dwarves that they are, in order for us to hit the Zoltan Shivade more consistently. And I'm not that impressed by the 2 bronzes in the Dwarves pack, so I think this is a reasonable option to take the Madoc. Alright, one moment. But I think I will take the Madoc here. Okay, what do we got? We have hand buff, and a War Dancer, which, I mean, I think the Triss Butterflies is slightly better than the other pre-buff pack we were considering, but we don't really have a lot of need to hand buff considering we have 3 carryover Resilience cards already. I feel like we would probably struggle in round 1 if that was the case, and we need to have a good enough presence in round 1 to be able to fulfill the Sabbath for She Who Knows. On the other hand, we could consider the boost pack, because Visigoda is a very strong engine, and we have some ways of protecting it, specifically Defender. We can use the leader on the Visigoda immediately, and in itself there's a drummer and the Royal Guards in this package as well, which makes this solid. But on the other hand, I'm looking at the Bloody Mistress pack, because if our goal is to get Sabbath, Witch's Apprentice is going to be a fantastic bronze, and Bloody Mistress is going to be an absolutely amazing gold, and the Genkain can be something that we either throw away or try and land on the maybe Bloody Mistress for 7. So, is it realistic for us to be getting Sabbath? I think that's a difficult question. It's not going to be that easy, but I think it's something that is going to pay off so strongly that we can just completely row stack everything as much as possible, and even use Emissary to get 7 boost on our side. I think this is something that we can go towards. I'm not that impressed by the Visigoda pack, because it requires a decent amount of commitment to then play the Visigoda behind Fion, and when we don't have Fion, this Visigoda is going to be almost impossible to keep alive, because I don't want to commit my leader in round 1. Whereas, if I don't have Fion, I can totally play this in round 1 by just committing a bunch of stuff on the board, something like a Xavier, She Who Knows, a couple of bronzes, and then end up playing the relics. So I think I am going to go for this, but mostly because the Bloody Mistress and the Witch's Apprentice are quite good. Alright. So we have another bombs pack, which would make it much easier to thin out our Maddox. The problem here is that one of these bombs is pretty bad. Or we could take a Falibor pack with a Berserker and an Elder Bear. It's funny because Berserker is just like 2 more points on top of the Elder Bear, but anyways. I don't think the shield pack is going to be helping us at all. Falibor is good because he is a nice amount of removal stapled onto a 7-power body, but in order for us not to brick too hard with our Maddox, I am considering just taking the 2 whatever bombs here. The problem with the bombs pack is that it doesn't actually put power on our side of the board, and that is something that we want in order to get our Sabbath. And so if we were thinking about just Sabbath, the high power pack would probably be stronger. But I do want to make sure that I get my Maddox out in round 1. And I do like the fact that, well, I don't like the Elder Bear in here, and I do like the fact that we get another 4 power removal added to our deck. So I think this is going to be another bombs pack, just in order to get our Maddox out on time. Finally, we can choose a stratagem. These are interesting choices. I would usually suggest that you go for a tactical advantage, and this might be what we end up going for. TA is good because, again, it can help us get Sabbath. I don't feel like we need Ceremonial Dagger in order to deal 3 and then bleed something, because either we're going to have 3 damage and stuff like multiple bombs, skirmisher if we really need to, and if it's something that we need to kill over multiple turns, again, we have options to killing things in multiple turns already in our deck. We can consider Enchanted Armor. I don't think there's anything that benefits from armor in our deck immediately other than something like a Berserker. But I don't like that this is again taking points out of round 1 to put them in later rounds. I feel like we already have cards that do that, and we need to enable them. So for that, we want to focus on getting Sabbath in round 1 as our primary way of playing this deck, and for that reason I'm going to take a TA. So there's the deck. Definitely not your typical Forge deck, because we didn't get either Brewer on either of our key card picks. This does have some weird cards like a Relics pack and 2 Maddox packs, but otherwise I think it's got a decent amount of bronzes, and so we'll try and show how those are used, specifically the Xavier and the bronzes, bronze dwarves here. Then we're gonna have our game plan basically be open with some sort of engine, maybe like a Xavier, or a Defender, or maybe even a Gabor, and then try and play some of our dwarves, end up with She Who Knows and maybe a Bloody Mistress if we have to, also thin our Maddox in round 1. So that's the game plan. I feel like this deck should be relatively okay versus vampires, considering we picked up a decent amount of bombs to deal with their powerful bronzes. And this should be, I mean, it'll be tough against Imposter, but I mean, not much you can do. You have to take a She Who Knows because it's a very powerful key card versus a lot of the other leaders, but it does become weak against Imposter. We are playing against a self-wound deck, and we do have 2 bricks that we have to get rid of, considering we have a bomb. So that's going to be pretty easy to figure out what to do. Our opponent's playing Cursed Scroll, which means he's going to have a lot lower pressure in round 1. And considering we're going to be playing a 10-point bomb pretty soon, I think that's going to be turning out well for us. So we don't have our She Who Knows, which is a little bit sad, but it's still going to be a good card. Potentially, if we win round 1, we can push and then play it in round 2. Alright, so for Ursign Ritual, what we need to be aware of is if they are playing control packages in Arnagad. That is the one way that Ursign Ritual can be quite good. So Arnagad is a key card, and it is one of the few ones that enables the control packages, which inside they have quite powerful cards. They have stuff like Heatwave, Scorch, etc., and then even the second slot can be a powerful gold like Striga. So let's find out what kind of packages my boy is running. If he shows us a card that we aren't really interested about, probably going to lead with a Savior to get this engine started. And I'm curious to, what he wants to do with this Cursed Scroll. I'm really like not that impressed, so my first assumption is that he's just picked this because he thought it was cool and he's not like a very high win rate player, but we will see. Whoa.
Let's get this over with.
It's mocking me, I can tell.
Not bad. That is an engine. So I can go ahead and Moondust to just deactivate this. But I would like for him to play something in the back row just in case. And I also don't want to play this immediately because I would like to play the Bomb Heaver. So what I'm thinking of is maybe I start with Xavier and go like Skirmisher something something. And I let this grow for a couple turns and save the Moondust for when I can kill something else. So these types of decisions is, do I shut down my opponent's engine or do I develop my own engine, are always going to be tough to answer. And because I can use my other dwarves and the Bomb Heaver to try and kill this adept, for example, I can play the Bomb Heaver after developing this, and then I don't even have to kill anything because the Moondust is going to disable the Witcher adept anyways. I feel like developing my own engine and then having my game plan automatically shut down this engine by playing the Bomb Heaver first and then the Moondust is going to be the right way to do this. If I had thinned first, it would have been also okay, but I don't like the fact that there's not a lot of power on my opponent's board, and he can row stack the front row in order to deny me Moondust value, and also I deny myself 2 points on Bomb Heaver. Let's see what kind of packages our opponent is in. We have seen Witchers so far, but this doesn't really tell me a lot. Okay. Oh, that's where the Witchers came from. Also very interesting choice of Ranger. I feel like here, Moondust is okay. So how do we do this? If we want to play the Moondust, I gotta play the Bomb Heaver first. So what am I damaging with the Bomb Heaver? Probably I want to damage this stupid Ranger so that he can't boost something. What would he need to boost? I don't know. I think this Witcher Adept is going to be shut down as soon as I play the Moondust. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the Witcher Ranger in order to deny him any boost synergy. Finally, I am stacking the front row so that I can eventually get Sabbath. Okay, this is quite good because I can go ahead and Moondust to kill this engine. On the other hand, I could go for a Dwarven Skirmisher to shut this down instead, because this is my only deal 4 card. I feel like this is probably going to be okay. Just a quicker shut down the Witcher Adept. Looks like he's putting a boost in his deck. I wonder if that means he's going to be tutoring something out already. Let's find out. So far it doesn't look like he's in control packages, but we haven't seen a second key card yet, so can't know for sure. This Gabor is going to be pretty sad because we only have one other dwarf plus the ones we have in hand. Okay. Nice. Alright. I think I will play this Skirmisher in order for us to be able to potentially kill something else on another turn. And we'll set up to play a Zoltan or something. Although I don't love boosting the Xavier, so what I am thinking of is play another Dwarf and then I'll play Zoltan. Something similar. I'm at 16 points in the melee room. Damn. If I played the Dwarf Berserker here instead, I could have played the Witch's Apprentice. That is a bit silly, I think. Is that true? No, that's not true. No, it's not true. Could go for Witch's Apprentice into Gankane next. Ooh, okay. So, this archer is kind of interesting because this might be from a control package. Or it could be from elf package. Could be from offense package as well. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these relics going. I think because this is an engine that needs multiple turns to activate, let's go ahead and click it. And I don't need to click the skirmisher yet. I think my next play is just going to be the Zoltan. Wow, it hits the one shield. Okay. Yeah, I think next I'm going to go for... Okay, so I think Totem is the other key card, which is quite good. Means that these pings are going to be a bit weird. I think in this scenario we go for a Zoltan to player carryover while we are ahead. I don't think again I need to click this yet. If this does end up hitting one of these fanatics and he does not choose to click the totem, then we can kill it. He goes ahead and gets his extra 4 points. We've seen both of his key cards, which I like. I think I would like to save one more dwarf to better synergize with the Cabor. Although it's not that important. Perhaps even Witch's Apprentice is the better card to save. Interesting.
Stare at me stump again, see what happens.
Okay.
Why don't train on the cone? I hate it.
Do I feel like it's going to be difficult to get ahead? Don't know that it is. I think Witch's Apprentice is probably more important for us to keep because it puts more power on our side. But I feel kind of stupid playing the Gankane. This is 9 points if we can fit it. So what does that mean? That means we play Skirmisher next? Feels kind of stupid. Alright. Don't know exactly what I'm hitting with this. And then, do I want... I mean, I don't ever want to really stop playing this round, I think. I think next round I'm just going to play Witch's Apprentice, click click, and then force him to pass. I'm really not worried. He's shown us both of his key cards already, and they're not that impressive. Oh, that's cool.
Entwined as a braid.
They're surprisingly clean creatures. As it happens.
I'm just gonna kill some stuff. Alright. I feel like here we are gonna get a pretty good pass. I might even consider playing the Gankane. It's just the shorter, like, I want to get out of this round with more cards left in hand so we have more time to set up.
My mentor's recipe says,
wow.
cut the apples like so.
Yeah. Could have hit this in order for this to potentially kill it. Okay. No, I think I am just passing. Because I don't want to commit both of my cards. And after this, I'll just be up 2 cards. Because of the resilience. Yeah, if he does win this round and then pass immediately, I mean, we aren't, okay, wow. We're just gonna win a card up. Well, not a lot to comment here. We didn't have the ability to set up both of these if he had just won round 1, but now we will, so that's good. A bomb is gonna play for a decent amount of points. I would like to find the She Who Knows. So what does that mean? We get rid of can. Nice. So, what's the fastest way to get to Sabbath? We'll do something like this, and then Berserker, and then like She Who Knows Bloody Mistress. I think we'll play our whole hand though. Maybe the Bloody... yeah, maybe the She Who Knows last, just so he doesn't have the ability to answer it. But if I do play both of these, 17, that will enable this. Doesn't mean that our Berserker is not really going to get any screen time though. I think in order for us, is it going to activate? Pirate from the graveyard? Nope. Okay. So the problem with playing Berserker here is that we can't actually get the Bloody Mistress online. But if we go Bloody Mistress She Who Knows, that will get our Mistress online a turn earlier. So I do like that. Okay. Yeah, I like this. And then we can go Berserker and Sam him. And I mean, it's over. Yeah, self-wound is generally bad if you don't get anything to do with it. Whoa, hey, that's cheating. Okay. Alright, GG. Let's see what we end up adding to our deck now. Wow, this is not great. Oh boy. So poison, absolutely we don't need in our deck. Especially the weird poison cards here. Patience, absolutely we don't need. I guess it means we're going with the Ithlin Smuggler. Yeah. I mean, Ithlin is interesting. You can target what you buff, so that's good. And Smuggler is going to be okay. Word Answer, potentially we get a buff on it, and then it's going to be an okay card. Yeah, the poison really doesn't fit in. It's too many specific cards to draw together. It's low value and yeah. Alright, we're playing against White Frost going first. Might be a difficult matchup, but we do have armor on specific units that might make it a bit easier for us. Okay. So again, we have both Madlocks in hand that we must get rid of. I'm looking at playing the Xavier, and then maybe going Fion, and then maybe going Smuggler. Would I like to keep 3 damage? I kind of would, to be able to kill the crews. And then I would probably like to get rid of 1 card here in order to get closer to Archie, who knows. And I guess that card is going to be the Berserker. Okay. So let's do a game plan. We're going to start with the Xavier. I'm assuming this is just going to get, like, frosted. Oh, Defender. Well, we do have Moon Dust to purify this if I have to. I do like just deploying our own Defender and then playing Smuggler, because it's not like I want to get the Smuggler going. I don't want him to move it. We don't have a lot of other row-locked cards later on. I mean, he can disrupt our... Do I keep the Defender so that it's harder for him to disrupt our She Who Knows? I feel like with Burst Weather, we're going to have a tough time getting Sabbath anyway. But I'm going first. I just want to get this Smuggler going. Yeah, I think my best chance is just going to get the Smuggler going. So let's do that then. I wonder what he's going to defend with Donimir, maybe a Visigoda or something. Yeah, but it's okay, we're going to Moon Dust.
The sign of a healthy mind.
And then we're going to kill this Visigoda with something else. I could have also Purified the last turn, but in case that this wasn't something that was very important to me, I would have just played the Smuggler. It does suck because we lost 3 points that he's going to get. Oh, he's got Mad on. Yeah, that's not cool. That's actually going to be quite difficult now. Okay.
I smell a leak.
Yeah, we didn't get a lot of time. Now I'm thinking of just going for my carryover. And then maybe playing the Zoltan in round 3. Okay. Oh, let's go for Mr. Smuggler.
Business for me.
Should I click this Maddock? I mean, I think I should. Because I'm not planning on... If he has movement that he's going to play, then I shouldn't. No, yeah, okay. I think I should. Because, okay, the problem is I don't want to hit this Maddock. But if I don't, this guy gets full value. I think I'm going to click it. Because he would need movement from hand. He can't... Wow, that's really bad. He can't use White Frost and Maddock together because the weather overlaps. I didn't even get the buff on this. Wow. Okay, we'll see what happens here. Okay. That's an interesting one to move. Yeah. Interesting, I guess. Yeah, so this isn't going to get any more armor, which is okay, I guess. I think I just play the Ithlin and enjoy the ride.
When the white frost comes, do not.
Yeah, we'll put it on this. So always have to be wary of him getting like 10 points from a bomb. And we know that he has at least 3 bombs because we've seen a bomb heaver. I don't know that White Frost and Maddock really fit that well together, but I mean, they're both very good on their own, so it can't be that bad to mix them together. I think we have a decent amount of hand buff to just be happy getting out of this round. Wow, that's pretty weak. Oh, Winter Queen motherfucker, huh?
All else disgusts me.
Well, I do have to kill that. Because I can't pass on this. Oh, but that's devotion only, huh? And he doesn't have devotion. So I don't have to kill this. Okay, so I don't have to kill this. But I am getting really low in terms of points. I think I'm just going to get out of here. Like, I think taking 4 per turn is going to be too much. So we've seen one key card is the Archetype. Yeah. Alright, cool. Ooh, Raging Bear, huh? Physical. This guy has some weird packs. Alright. What am I gonna play to take this game? I do like keeping both my bombs. I guess I'll get rid of Emissary. I guess I want to find my big guys. So probably my weakest card here is the Skirmisher, because I feel like it just dies. And that's not great. Okay, so we just take the carryover, I feel like. But this is a 10-point card. Would I rather lose a 10-point card and get 4 carryover? But it's 10 points and armor. That's actually quite good. So then maybe I just play like a Berserker. Berserker's 8 points. Oh boy. I play an Apprentice? This is 10 points and 5 armor to get 4 carryover. I think it's probably still worth it. It really sucks. I would have loved to keep this. Like, if I drew the Gabor, it would have been a world of difference. And I played melee because I think my other stuff is melee. And I want to row stack against Maddox. Okay, okay, good stuff, good stuff. Now, immune would be nice, but that means I have to switch my rows around. Maybe this isn't even worth it. I'm playing 3 other... This is just an 8 with 1 armor. What am I really looking for here? Not a lot. The She Who Knows, I guess. No, this Skirmisher can go, I think. Emissary, huh? No, I'd like the different... Okay, great. Ointment. Okay, well... I guess we just play this on the same row to try and get to our... I know it doesn't have immunity, but I think it's more important to play in the same row to get our Bloody Mistress going faster. And plus I know he has Archetype, so I don't want to play separate rows anyways. It's going to be pretty difficult this round. I would have really liked to keep the Zoltan in my hand for the 5 armor. But you can't draw perfectly every time. It's too bad about the ointment too. I ended up throwing away Skirmisher for the ointment. Whoa, okay. This is great. We just Berserker and kill the other one with something else. This is a bit ambitious, my dude. A bit ambitious. We're at 14. So if I go something like a War Dancer, I can go Bloody Mistress after that. Ideally, I want to get to exactly 25 so that if he kills my relics, I go back and then I go forward again. So how do I do that? Whoa. So now what? I mean, I guess I just kill this with like a word answer. That'll put me to 21 and 28. That's close enough.
Too fast for you, Dwarf.
Especially if he uses this Maddox. I think this is reasonable. Putting the most power I can to be able to get to our Sabbath as soon as possible. Okay.
No audiences. Comes down today.
Wow. Do I let this live? I mean, I really shouldn't, huh? I have Moondust and I gotta click them all. And I really don't want to put armor for him because then my damage is gonna be weak. So I guess I do Moondust this. Well, that's stupid. Alright. I have how much in front? 21. 28 with this. Means that even if he plays Frost, I guess I'm okay. Hope he doesn't have to remove too much from my melee row, because I really would have liked to play this immediately, but I was pretty scared of giving him the 2 extra points and 2 extra armor. I think it was a good deal to play this immediately to kill it. I wonder what his second keycard is. Interesting. Doesn't even put Frost first. What is this? He's down to low number of cards. He gets rid of an Oberon. That seems wrong. That seems extremely wrong. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna have too many comments about that. I could click one Maddock. Don't mind that. Yippers. So now are we under? Oh, nice. Our Gunnercore is gonna flip again. That's amazing. If we're gonna flip this multiple times, that's gonna be game winning. Yep. So now I don't want to put too much. What I could do is I could just play. No, actually I can't put that much on melee, huh? Because I want this to flip. Can I play? No, huh? No, I don't really want this to flip. It's not that important for me, is it? I think I'd rather get this an extra turn. No, I think it's more important to just like have this keep going into this, because I don't have that many units to trigger the thrives. So I think we will just play
They're
this.
surprisingly clean creatures, as it happens.
Okay. This is probably not the best order, but we'll see. I think I would have liked this first. Wow, that's a good Calibor. What am I at? 25 minus 2. Okay, so we'll be okay. Yeah, now Frost might even. Okay, never mind. He killed my other thing. Okay, now I want to flip. So if I want to flip, I don't play that much on melee. Okay. So what's the least I can play on melee? I could play the Skirmisher and it won't trigger, right? Play the Skirmisher, I go up to... Oh no, it will trigger. Fuck. So I ointment the back, but I don't want to ointment the back because I want my Maddock to get hit. But he's only getting 3 turns of this Frost, so it's not getting hit either. Okay, so we do this. And we pass. This flips. So that I can reflip it. Pretty stupid, I know. Ouch. Okay, 19 means that I don't want to play this. Because here's what. I can try and get one of the Maddox on the melee row. Actually, yeah, this is good. This is good. So now I have 22, and I can go forge. And I can buff thing with armor, I guess? Or the other thing. They're both good. I don't want to put everything on one unit, because I'm a little bit worried about tall removal. I think we're going to be okay if we just split it up. Now we get back the fruit. Oh, I don't actually get the order on this. Okay, it's fine.
Battle, another entry in the Chronicles.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Alright, interesting game. Again, didn't get the perfect carryover start in round 1, but we'll do what we can. Alright, we can get rid of She Who Knows, and we can get rid of Gabor. I think we'll keep the She Who Knows, and replacing Gabor with Gabor is whatever. Picking up Daldulok, I don't think is the right play. It'll introduce more stuff like insectoids, which we don't really want. Picking coins is obviously not good. We don't want to introduce coins either. So I think here we just skip. Daldulok might enable some weird stuff, but I'd rather not. I think I'd rather just skip this. Okay. Interesting stuff. We have Forest Protector, but we have no nature cards. Okay. We could create a nature card with Sorceress, but I think... And Zoltan's Company is actually quite good, but we don't have... Oh, we have one Zoltan. Okay. Still not great. I think this would usually be very good if we had a nature card. And if we had more Zoltans. Otherwise, I don't mind a second defender. Or I could pick up 2 more Witch's Apprentices and a Rat Catcheress. I don't love this because our problem is getting to Sabbath, not after getting to Sabbath winning. We need to get to Sabbath. So I'm looking at maybe a Donimir, just for more defense to protect our stuff in round 1. I like actually that. Having 2 defenders for 2 different rounds is quite solid. I would love to pick up this if I had a consistent way of getting a nature card in my graveyard. But I don't. But I don't. That's too bad. Yeah, these are very good cards. And I'm absolutely not going to be shown any more nature unless it pops up randomly like this. So this is either a skip or a defender. And I feel like we have a lot of stuff we can switch out. Like I'm not in love with... What am I not in love with? I think I would like to keep this. I could get rid of the Ithlin pack. Can't lose the Madoc or the Bomb. Would I lose the Zoltan for this? Maybe, maybe not. Zoltan's got good bronzes though. Would I lose the Xavier? Again, I don't know. It looks like the fact that these 2... Sorry. It looks like, even though having another defender is good, I like all this stuff that's in my deck right now, and I don't love adding these 2 bronzes. I think this is going to be a skip, even though I was saying how much I would like a defender. Okay, Mamuna, interesting. Mamuna Gankane. That's funny, I could do that. Could go for Witchers. Do I have a lot of Witchers in here? I have Maddox. It's not bad. Yeah, just a Maddox, but that's solid. Then I have Dunka Aglaze. Do love Dunka. All 3 of these are very, very interesting picks. So the easiest thing that I would suggest is you see a diamond package. If it's good, you can take it. I mean, Swordmaster and Pathfinder are going to be quite good. This is going to be lots of points to put on our side of the board. This is going to be very good against anything that swarms. And Mentor is not great, but it can play for some points. Even with just Maddox on the board, you play this, it's going to be 5, 6, 7. On the other hand, we have Mamuna. But in order to get Mamuna, we would have to play a Gancain. And then, how do we get this Gancain? How do we get this to 9? That's the question. That's the question. Like, Mamuna has a shit ton of points, though. Like, let's say I just have one Gancain at 9 in the graveyard. This is going to play for 11 plus at least 7. So 18. That's so many points. And it gets us all the Gancains together. We have 3 Gancains. So it's nice. How's that going to work? What are other relics that we're going to play? I really don't know. And we don't have to use it on Gancain. We can eat like a Berserker, but well, eating a Berserker is 6 points plus play an 8. But then we're just putting a bunch of Gancains for no reason in our deck. Okay, I'm not convinced by Mamuna, but it's possible for the Mamuna itself. Big finisher. On the other hand, Pathfinder I think is quite good. We're already stacking melee. Swordmaster is going to be pretty solid to just deal with Swarmy decks or anyone with thinners. It's going to play for 12. And then Vesemir Mentor, like I said, even just with Maddox, it's going to be okay. Usually not going to play it though. Finally, let's consider pre-buff, huh? So it's mostly for the Aglaze. I already have Ithlin. Ithlin on Aglaze is pretty nice. It does mean I have to win round 1 to get last say, pretty much. Okay, let's think about this concretely. Versus Ball and versus Vampires, what's going to help us the most? That's a good question. Let's say versus Vampires. I don't know, probably this for the Swordmaster. Yeah, probably this for the Swordmaster. I mean, playing low tempo in round 1 versus Vampires with Gancains is not ideal, I feel like. And this is okay, but again, a bit scared. They probably won't have anything for the Aglaze, but maybe playing carryover versus Vampires might work. This is just super low tempo. I already have my Hawker Smuggler to do pretty much the same thing. Okay, so versus Imposter Ball, which is I think the 2 strongest decks right now. Again, probably just Point Slam is going to be good against that. Okay, so just thinking about the decks we're going to have most trouble with, I think the large point swings that are available in round 1 are going to be the best for us. Okay, Volunteers, awesome. Free thinning, 12 points. And they're going to have armor when they come out. Woo, nice. Yeah, I have enough Dwarves to get this to go off. So yeah. Now, what are we going to have to remove? Interesting. So, could be the Ithlin Smuggler. Could be Bloody Mistress pack. So how much did our Bloody Mistress play for in that last game? I think quite a lot. Played for 7, 8, 9. I'm trying to remember. I think a decent 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think a lot. I think I played for a lot. Okay, and Witch's Apprentice was also very good. It's mostly the Gancain here that's not good. So then, pre-buff. Pre-buff was actually good as well, mostly because our opponent didn't do anything, and we were on blue coin. That's mostly why this pre-buff was good, because we were on blue coin. And we didn't have our 3, and okay, we do have 3 resilient cards. I don't know that we exactly need both Smuggler and Ithlin if we have 3 resilience cards. I'd rather have a finisher here. I think I'll get rid of the pre-buff. Finally, okay. I don't want to get rid of bombs because it's going to be a hell to get our Maddox out, so I guess we say goodbye to the Defender and Oyman. I don't care. Emissary we haven't played yet. It's mostly just the Defender, but I mean, we haven't faced a lot of removal anyways. That might change in the future. Okay, we'll see. I'm not too upset. We put in 2 very good packs. Okay, interesting. Tribute, huh? I don't actually know what this deck tries to do. Plays mid-range, I am assuming. So, we have 1 Dwarf, that's good. Let's get rid of a Maddock. We're going second, other Maddock. Nice. We have all 3 of our bombs. We have 1 carryover card. This looks very solid. So, which one of these would I like to play first? Gabor or Xavier? Okay. Could also just blow that up. Don't mind that. Now we cannot blow that up. So, let's go with the Gabor. Because I think he could choose to move my Xavier. But Gabor is vulnerable and it's not easy to boost him back. I think we're going to start with the Xavier. And then if he moves this, he moves this. I feel like I want to wait to see how much removal he has before I play this Gabor. What the fuck, man? Bank on 3? Whoa, Igor the Hook. That's pretty crazy. Alright, so. Problem with this is he's going to start making more of these. What can I do about this? I can hit this and then hopefully... No, okay. Try and damage this with like a Maddock or something. We'll see. This is tricky. He set up 2 engines pretty fast. Okay.
That was my last quill.
What are you making? Another city guard. Okay. This is annoying. I think I'm just gonna kill this city guard again. It does mean we lose points on Maddock. Oh, I could go Sam him? That seems a bit weird. How would that work? I think this is the scary. I think we need to hard contest this. Okay, I'm gonna try this. And I think I'd rather kill the Carrick City Guard. Or the Scribe. It's only 1 coin. I don't think it's worth it. Don't play this in the melee again. Please kill this, Igor. Nice. Alright. We have kind of dealt with it. Why would you play that melee?
When I'm done with you.
Okay. I don't want a Maddock yet, because I might want to just summon this. You can pass here, but I mean, I'm not worried about him passing. I'm worried about us winning this round. Yeah, it was very confusing why you played that melee. Another one, motherfucker. Okay, so we're gonna try and do the same thing. Am I though? Maybe I... How do I do this? Because I don't want to let him spawn another one of these either. No, we're gonna... Man, why is this so difficult? No, okay, I'm gonna hope that... Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Bang, bang, bang. And then this is just gonna get hit both of this. So now he doesn't have insanity anymore on this. Alright. And we can pass. Hello. That's not a break? Okay. Well, that was interesting. I think my opponent didn't like that he couldn't do his game plan and then conceded. Oh, Sultan Warrior. Thank you, buddy. We do not have, yeah, we do not have Devotion. Sultan Warrior is just disgustingly good. Like as many like the Malcolm Forge game plan is just get as many Zoltan Warriors as you can. This card plays for 4 deal 6 spawn, so 8 deal 6, so 14. It's an engine. 14 power base, 6 of which is removal, and deals 1 per turn. What a ridiculous! Who came up with this card? All right. Another one. Dude, bring it on. I'll take all these tribute syndicates. As many as you want to give me. Okay, we're going first. Again, double Maddock in our hand, of course. This is nice. This is nice. I don't love this Gankane, but I don't want to brick our volunteers. But I do want to find our She Who Knows. So I am definitely going to take a mulligan. That's sad, but what can you do? I think I'm just going to open up Gabor, play a couple Dwarves, play like a Zoltan. Too bad we didn't find our Xavier. Mechas. This is what the Dwarf Berserker's for. Pow. Ambitious Neckers. I mean, versus Dwarves, don't you like play something on the board first so that your Neckers don't die immediately? I think that's what you do. Yeah, probably Samum after this. Oh, perfect. Samum, let's go. Pounce. Could have alternatively gone for like a skirmisher, but I like developing the Maddock. Prince Willem, dude, what?
Boy, beautiful.
What is that? What is Prince Willem, man?
Never had your kneecaps broken.
I really don't know. I'm assuming my opponent's gonna pass. If he doesn't, I'm just gonna drop the Zoltan and run away with lots of resilience.
How many sweet rolls could I get for a diamond?
I'm gonna go ahead and try and snipe this Urchins, potentially deny him the draw. Okay, I don't think you can catch up 30 points. Oh, he's gonna go for okay, he's gonna go for a yoink. Not bad, not bad.
Dark desire.
Dark Desire. Now, I'm still fairly far away from the apprentice. And considering I can't really activate this and I can't play this, and I don't want to play the Zoltan Warrior, this is a decent pass. Force him to play another 12 in order to beat us. And he's commit a decent amount of coins. Yeah, obviously it was a very good idea to fill up with this, but we were in... Oh, wow. He's just giving us the win on even. Insane. I have one more point than you. Bold, very bold. I think we're going to open with the volunteers. Nice. Bloody Mistress, I want to take another mulligan for my fucking She Who Knows, and I have a lot of gold, so let's do that. It's pretty risky. I don't want to break my volunteers again, but I can also choose to just never play my Bomb Peeper. I think that's reasonable. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I have a lot of golds in here. Let's get rid of the Bomb Peeper. Wow, we found the She Who Knows. That is wonderful.
We're the best regiment in the whole foreign north.
Alright. Bloody Mistress doesn't get us ahead, unfortunately. Whoa. Whenever you pay a tribute. Okay. I can't actually kill that. So that's a little scary. But what I can do is I can try and just Zoltan the shit out of you. And then however much you boost, I'm gonna try and kill you. And you did not boost very much. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and... I was gonna say... So, hold on. I gotta sneeze. I think we just develop our engines.
A witch's best friend is a pig, no doubt.
Nice. Wow, what a snipe. After this, we'll go for Bloody Mistress bottom row, and then play She Who Knows. I think this is over. Oh, this is wildly over. I could pass, but I mean, we have so many engines going that I don't want to yet. Okay. 3 per turn engine. That's cute. So do we go dwarf? I think we're playing pretty deep here, so let's play the dwarf on time. The earlier we play this, the more turns it's gonna damage. Okay, not bad, not bad. Boom. And I would like to get these Maddox out in this turn as well, so that I don't have to worry about killing them. Yeah, but I mean, it's over. GG. Yeah, we got ahead by 30 or something, and my opponent played on, so I'm not too sure about that plan. My mic is getting all tangled. Hey, it's a Brewer. Yeah, I'll swap the Brewer for maybe a She Who Knows, or maybe the Gabor. Not too sure yet. Okay. Again, Francis and Smuggler and then this Torque. I don't have my hand buff anymore anyways, so no thanks. Defender and a couple of average cards. Shaping Nature is interesting. Sorceress is good. Tempering is bad. I mean, Tempering... Can I benefit from the armor? I guess I potentially can. Okay, so let's consider the Shaping Nature pack. It gives us around 10 points, and then an Echo for another 10 points. It gives us boost, which is good for our Sabbath game plan. And then the sorceress, we do have to boost it, which we can do with leader, with shaping nature, or the tempering itself. But what pack is this better than? Like, it's not better than my Zoltan pack, my Bloody Mistress pack. It's not better than the Witcher's pack. Can't lose my 2 Maddox. I don't know. Is it really better than my Zoltan Shive pack or my Xavier pack? I don't think so. I think we just can't do this. Sorry. Dude, more volunteers. Yes, please. Yeah, okay. The six times thinning is just broken. So do that. Shiru is a recently buffed card, so I actually think it's quite good. Maybe not in this specific deck, because it's just we don't have a lot of good ways to manipulate it. Dennis is also decent, but right now we don't have huge armor. I think just volunteers. And then we think about, whoa. Can I? Dude, I think I'm going to overthin. If I have to double check. If I don't overthin, this is going to be nuts. Hold on. I'm going to have 8 packages. 8 packages is 8 times 3, 24 cards, 2 key cards, 26 cards. 26 cards, I'm thinning 5 already from volunteers. 21 cards. I'm thinning 2 Maddox, 19 cards. I can pick up the riders. I can pick up riders. That's so dirty, dude. Let me do that again. No, it's not 8 packages, is it? No, it is 8. It's 8. It's 8 packages. Because we had 6 to start with, plus 1 after game 1, plus 1 after game 3. So 8 packages times 3, 24 cards. Plus 2 key cards, 26 cards. I'm thinning 5 volunteers, 21 cards that that'll have in deck that are playable. 2 Maddox aren't playable, 19 playable cards. And 2 riders, 17 playable cards. So it's doable. It's doable. Alright, let's do it. Okay. And I think... Am I gonna have enough? No, I mean, we have to do this because we have so many Dwarves with armor. So, sorry, Gabor. Okay. We just get rid of the bronzes. Like, we're just gonna play golds all day. No, dude, why you do this to me? We have to keep the Zoltan. We have to keep the volunteers, I guess. So, alright, sorry. So, what is this deck? This deck looks wild. I've never played something like this. So here's the cards that we're going to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe not. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we can skip 1 card and it's probably going to be Gankane. I mean, we only have the Bloody Mistress, right? Oh no, we have the Witch's Apprentice. Here, we can play it for 7 maybe. This is wild. This deck is wild. Super thin. We have to not brick. I mean, we're gonna brick, but we have to brick minimally and then thin in round 1 and round 2. Okay, we're playing against Jackpot. We're going second. Our opponent's gonna be so mad. We actually need enough dwarves to actually trigger these guys. I don't have a lot of dwarves left. I got rid of all my dwarves. Okay, I have dwarves. So, I could try and mulligan both of these, but then I might have Maddox. I'm thinking I get rid of Maddox first, and now I have at least guaranteed 4 thin with Moondust and Riders. And then we go volunteers later. Now, there's 3 bricks in my deck. Do I want to risk it? I think I do, because I'm crazy. Alright, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're gonna thin with this, we're gonna thin with Riders. We have enough damage to just get things down. Okay.
You got a sea beast swimming in them breeches.
So we go more in first. To try and get a devotion. I do want to play this bomb heaver so that I can go ahead and play the moon dust.
It's been a long, hard
Okay.
road, hasn't it?
So if I want to play 7 damage, I want to kill this Peaches. Could also go with a skirmisher. Hey. Okay, let's go with bomb heaver into moon dust. I think that's the plan.
I smell a leak.
And hopefully we'll be able to play the riders afterwards. Okay. So we do moon dust and then we kill this with skirmishers. We still haven't played all our thinners. Yeah, we'll go skirmishers to kill this and we'll hope it lives.
How many sweet rolls could I get for a dime?
So he hasn't really done anything serious with his jackpot. He's played a couple of engines. He hasn't even clicked this.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
Could have tried to kill this with Maddock hits, but no thanks. A little bit worried about him playing a 12. Yeah, it's gonna block our riders, but not for long. Just go for Berserker, I guess. Could just drop the volunteers. That's honestly really good too, I feel like. Yeah, bricking 1 volunteers is not the end of the world. Does mean that our Brewer is going to be significantly worse. But we still have Brewer on Warrior, so I don't mind that. Hi ho, hi ho. Let's try and kill the street urchins. And honestly, we're so far ahead now that I can just drop the other volunteers. Whoa, okay. Keycard. Keycard down.
Slow, ain't ya?
Slow, ain't ya? Alright, we're gonna go for a dwarf. Okay. Just to stay ahead still, because he could still fight for this round.
I can use this.
Okay.
Not for what just yet, but
Yeah. Just play the other volunteers, I guess.
hi-ho, hi-ho.
Now we have the riders available, but I still don't want to play it really.
My auction house. A meeting spot for the
I'll just
local
play chill.
elite.
I really doubt he can catch me. Okay. Okay, maybe we go for riders. Do I think he has Igni? I mean, let's play this melee, just in case he does. Damn, stop hitting this. Alright, he's out. We got a keycard out of him, and a couple of engines. We got 2 Peaches and the other one. Horse in the graveyard means he can deal 4 whenever he wants. Okay. Okay. So, let's get rid of the cards we don't want. Probably the Gankane. That's nice. I do want to find better cards. If I find Sheep Who Knows, that'll be pretty good. I didn't find Sheep Who Knows. I would like to play the Salmon though. Can I do anything about that? No, I don't think I can. I think I have to take the pass. And then in the other round I'm holding like 1, 2, and maybe a third one here. Or I might just get rid of the Salmon. I'll see. So, versus Jackpot, I am a little bit afraid of Bincy. But I do have Polly to deal with Bincy. I'm not that afraid of Bincy. I don't think I can do anything here. I don't love going into a longest round. Wow, it gets rid of an Igor. That's kind of crazy. It's a very powerful multi-engine card. Yeah, there's the
This
Benson.
wealth gap's getting ridiculous.
We go ahead and move that. And this is... none of this is row locked, it looks like. Yeah, none of it's row locked. So then do we care? Don't think so.
Safest houses is you wouldn't even break a fingernail. I remember all it was. Every last copper.
Let's go ahead and play this. Do I want to give something armor? Probably not yet. Probably not yet. I'm a little bit worried about the yoink. Okay. Alright, now I'm not so worried.
The favor's enough. Let's get to work.
Yeah, I'm only gonna get this for a few turns, I feel like. But still, we're gonna have a lot of points. Yeah,
Lads will make sure of that.
pretty good. I do need turns on this. And this is the only thing that I'm gonna need to boost up, so let's go ahead and do that. Poison. Oh, okay, bleed. Bleed I can deal with. I want to get this mistress going. But this isn't going to be enough points. So yeah, we'll just play this. Mutagen. Alright. 16. This is still not enough, huh? Okay.
Good luck. Too much, eh?
When pigs fly, eh?
Ooh, this was close. Close game. Yeah, I mean, Jackpot has a lot of control and engines. It's a good thing that we won on even round one. That, yeah, mostly the, what's it called? The Freak Show was really, really good there. Okay, add one, remove one. I really like our deck. I don't want to remove or add anything. Like, replacing this for another bombs. I don't know. Nothing here really stands out to me. Like, I'd have to find another Zoltan Warrior pack to consider changing anything. Or something like Roach, or something like the... what's it called? Ozro pack. Alright. This is three tribute guys. I don't know, I've never seen this leader really that often. Alright. Poison. What the fuck? Okay. Very interesting. Alright, so good news is no Maddox in hand and only one rider. It's gonna be a difficult rider, I feel like, but we'll see. I could wait, or I could take another move. Okay. Let's see if we get this rider immediately. That would be really nice. Again, we're just gonna thin super hard. We don't even have anything that goes super tall, so this poison is probably not gonna be that effective. Yeah, I don't think poison is really good as a stratagem. Think about it. Like, what's the most important unit he can kill here? A 7? So if he kills a 7, this could have been 5 points. It's really like... He really wants to pay tributes, I guess.
Best not play with fire.
Okay.
Get burnt.
So we go Berserker into Moondust? Or we go Heaver? Oh, we go Berserker into Moondust. I don't really want to give him coins. Could wait as well. If he gives me opportunity, I think I will play the riders before I kill this. Just so that I don't end up breaking these riders for all of round 1. Poison, poison. He didn't poison. Okay. Don't mind me. Could go for volunteers now. Again, break one of them, but I think I want to kill this first. Then I hit one on armor. That's kind of stupid, huh? I think this is still important to kill. I wonder, self-poison pack, huh? So he basically, we gotta watch out for some mega combo with salamanders and his 2 brothers. So absolutely we have to win round 1, otherwise can't say what's gonna happen with salamanders. Because self-poison has some very combo-y potential, but it's not, it's very vulnerable to bleed. Okay. So, I could play the warriors now. I want to try and make this weaker. I could go for Bomb Heaver. What I like Bomb Heaver into Maddock to try and get this a bit lower so that I can play these riders without committing the Zoltan warrior. Oh, is he thinking of playing a salamander in this round?
This tech never. Why consider this is pounded sugar?
Yeah. The Gellert is very, very good. So, we can kill it with the Samum. I think we have to kill it with the Samum. Oh, no, I can Zoltan Warrior and then Maddock. I think that's a little bit better. Alright. Oh, my Berserker hit the front row. This is fine. Let's see how much more poison he's got. Alright. Still hasn't used anything, man. I feel like I should just play this. Because I don't know how I'm gonna end up not playing this. I think he's gonna salamander me, that's what I think. That's why he's holding out, but he needs a lot of salamander units. Shit, he's got 3, huh? Yeah. He's going for the salamander. So that's going to be a lot. He's going to do what? He's going to play 1 to 3 point card. That's going to deal 6 times 4, 24 damage. That's not enough. I think if I pass, as long as I don't hit the armor, I'm okay. I'm gonna force him to do it. Okay, I did it. Okay, this is good. I think it's exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I lose 24. He gets 3 points. Minus 24. I'm at 20, 12. No, okay, he has it. He has it. Okay. Yeah, I miscalculated. Alright. This is a little bit of a problem, because we do give him another long round. Maybe I was a bit too angsty. Okay. I'll play the volunteers to dry pass. Okay, what am I looking for? I mean, I want to find these guys, so I guess I'll take some mulligans. Yeah. I'm not gonna thin because I want the points in round 3. It's gonna be tough. Maybe I shouldn't have given up on round 1, even if everything was getting poisoned. Ah, boy. Okay. Well, we have our mulligans already done. Okay, not bad. Missing a Xavier and a thing. It's gonna be okay. Let's open with the riders. Gonna try and set up our Sabbath pretty soon. We have 3 dwarves here. Not a lot, but let's see. Go riders. Riders melee, I don't think the row matters. Yeah, I'm worried about a second salamander. We'll see. Which basically means we have to kill the veiled units and those abominations. I don't know what they're called. Yeah, salamander abominations. Okay, just poison everything. Yeah. So, what's the fastest way? Like, if I go She Who Knows, he's probably gonna poison it, but at least I'm gonna get my Bloody Mistress, and it's gonna trigger. So I think I do that.
Not mine, I swear. Got no idea.
Okay, and there's no real way of putting all of these together, so let's go something like this. Then we'll go Apprentice. This is not that scary. Okay. So I could hit this if I think that this is gonna die anyways. If I think that this is gonna die anyways, which it might, but it also might not. Let's remove this first. Maybe I shouldn't have put this next to the She Who Knows because of Puffball. Because I think Puffball is kill a unit and give adjacent units poison. Or maybe it's not. Okay, he's got another Salamander. That's painfully obvious. But no big deal. Should we go ahead and start playing this? I think we should. If I play Witch's Apprentice, he's just gonna poison it next. I don't know.
A witch's best friend is a pig, no doubt. Careful. I
Okay.
heard your theory read minds.
So I don't exactly know what's gonna happen now. Do I hit this and push this to the front? I want to kill these urchins. I'll just kill them like this. I gotta get this going as well.
Dance with my death!
I mean, it's scary. It depends on how many poisons he has, really. I don't think he's gonna have enough.
They've so damn much. Anyone teach them to share?
Okay.
Archetype wasn't built in a day.
I mean, I'm just gonna click this while I can. Okay. Yes, yes, Salamander Abomination. Very scary. So if his last two cards are double Salamander, I don't think he's gonna have enough coins to trigger the second one, right? Yeah, I just don't think he is. But maybe I should hold on to a unit? I don't know. I don't think so.
Just let me reach the bridge. The bridge, I beg you.
Okay, if this is double Salamander... No, he'll kill all his own units. No, he can't. He'll kill all his own units.
Double shite!
I don't think it matters what I do here. Yeah, no, he can't. He can't. He doesn't have anything. Oh, if he has that guy, no, he's not. He's got nothing.
Circles, I've seen more shapes than an engineer.
Okay.
Wouldn't touch a hair on my head, she said.
Now this is over. Oh, I should have put the boost down here, I guess. Missed out on 1 point. Or I should have just put this on the other side. Yeah, I was worried because this has super combo potential, but it just doesn't look like it's anything. Like, what is this? Oh no, Salamander. Okay. Alright. Scary, scary. Self-poison, scary. Oh boy. Alright, final swaps. Final swaps. Is Full Test going to be able to do anything for us? I don't think so. This is already a hassle, and I don't want to replace She Who Knows with Gabor. I just don't think so either. Just 10 points. Okay. So we skip. Yeah, like we're just skipping everything unless it's another Zoltan warrior. Yeah, okay. let's get through the last game. We haven't faced the vampires or imposter, so that's interesting. Let's see if I just jinx this. Hey, it's a vamps, and we're going first. Oh, my favorite. Alright, so our game plan is swarm like hell, maybe remove some shit with their bombs, and that's it. So, too many of these. At least we're going to trigger the riders, and then let's start putting these away. Got pretty lucky that I didn't draw Maddock or another rider, but that's how you play the game, you get lucky. Okay. Again, versus vampires, you gotta play around double elder and fletters. So I think how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna... Whoa, okay. Okay. I'm gonna like slow play this round. I want to develop this before he has a chance of developing an engine. Now it's easier to kill an engine with this damage. Yeah, I want to slow play this round, but also put up pressure, and then maybe force him to extend a bit to win round 1, then he's going to push me round 2, and I'm going to whap him with fucking volunteers. But the problem there is if he just dry passes round 2, goes for a long round 3, I'm going to flood the board too much, I feel like. But in a long round 3, we also do have like Mistress and everything. Interesting, Lux. Okay. So I can't play Berserker into Apprentice, so I'll try that.
Blood! Blood!
I don't mind not playing a bomb yet. I do want to save the damage for his engines. Although seeing a cavalry is interesting here. That means he's not like 100% vamps. Which can be good, can be bad. Whoa, we got a key card, and it's a bad one, and it's not even adrenaline activated. What the fuck? Alright, well, let's go Sabbath.
Surprisingly clean creatures, as it happens.
This is very interesting. He didn't even play this next to the Kaduk. And then he clicks it. Okay. And if I was on red coin, I could do whatever I want. I think I should mulligan something. I think I should, I think I should play one of the bombs. Probably the Samum, the weaker bomb. Well, we'll see if he uses a leader. I just feel like I don't think he can catch me. Wow, snipe. Yeah, here I'm just gonna win the round, and then I would not suggest playing for him. But yeah, here I'm gonna win the round 2. I mean, I'm assuming. Okay, what is this? This is, the gap is too big, I would say. And this armor is actually gonna... Okay. So he uses the bleeding to stop me from actually getting all the armor value here. But I'm getting 2 per turn, so... Don't know what you're gonna do about that. Interesting. Seeing this is very nice. This means he has a Kahir. So how am I gonna deal with Kahir? That's a bit of a problem. Maybe I should have played on. Oh, okay. Never mind. Not a problem. Yeah, Kahir is a bit of a problem. Okay, good. Let's see if we get a clean mulligan. Nope. probably still worth it to do it. That way we end up with all of our golds later. So that means what? We just drop the Brewer? Yeah. We got enough armor for this. I could get locked. Maybe, yeah, maybe I should have been a bit more chill about it. Could get locked. We did see a lock from him. Okay, it would have been probably better to start with Berserker, although I don't know what this is. Okay. So he had a Salamander hideout, and Heron Kaduk, and Lock Pack, Wild Hunt Pack, a Vladimir Pack. Very interesting.
Hi-ho, hi-ho.
Hi-ho, hi-ho. So if we go Warrior next, we're going to be buffing a whole row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
A taste of Northland, is it?
Let's go for it. Don't know how he's going to beat this. Wow, what a snipe.
Curious. Should have turned
Pretty good. Now, I'm going to want probably a short round 3. So go ahead and play like a dwarf. This Brewer is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm don't really know what to say here.
Hi-ho, hi-ho.
I'm gonna use leader on this for 2 more turns of +9.
What the horses is too hot, the camel cares not.
I'm not gonna kill the bear because I don't want to give him a second bear. Yeah, I mean, at this point I can pass, I think, because I'm getting all of my end of turn value. Wow. Well, if he's gonna give this to me, nah. I mean, I don't know. Does how does he do anything here? Alright, GG. Disappointing final game, but sometimes you just get games like this. Yurden, I don't even think is enough. Yeah. Well, that was good. This is how you play Dwarves. You look for Brewer, you get a bunch of Dwarves, and then you fill the rest of it with good stuff. You look out for packs with Zoltan Warrior, because those packs are good. And you try and get removal in the other packs, which is why we ended up with Maddock decks. I hope you enjoyed, and see you later for another archetype.